in the Gold Rush. Hoodies and bombers, my attire. My starting lineup look like Golden State. And this year we coming after hours like we open late.
No matter what, we're going to keep fighting. That's what we do.
We're going to keep fighting every single night.
That's what we do.
Sums up our team, sums up our city.
Yeah.
We dig. We fight.
We find a way.
Look.
Yo. What's ready?
What it do?
What's goody, man? It's been a minute. Paulie, my guy, Paulie pulling up with us. What's goody, Paulie?
Yeah.
How you been, man?
Listen, I'm a Cancer, and we literally just spoke about something before we went live on air. I just watched the whole playoffs in like 30 seconds of highlights, and it was torture. I'm cancering right now. The emotion, the sentiment, it's just...
Nah, I hear
you
you.
haven't been on since the new intro.
No, I haven't. And it hit the heart.
What's up, man? What's up? It's good to have you back, man. Good to have you back. Mrs. Snake.
What up?
How you?
I'm good. I mean, I want the season to start already, but I'm good.
Yeah. I hear that, man. It's been a real fun off season for the New York Knicks. For us, the fan base, we finally, getting the players we want in place to try to, bring New York a championship. Starting off after the Mikal Bridges trade, now I think it's the Jalen Brunson big dog.
Which is something we called it again. We said he's going to take the cut. Julius already did it. He's taking the cut. Mikal already said, I'm taking a team-friendly deal. We have what we've been waiting for years. Like, we had a winning season as an organization, as a fan base, and we having a winning offseason. We haven't had this in years. Years.
I don't think ever. Not to this extreme.
No.
I was talking to my friends, I think it was yesterday, and I'm like, I don't think there's been a better front office than this front office. Like, in my whole life. Like, we've seen front offices that were pretty good. We've seen some that were pretty bad. But none that have done miracles the way Leon Rose has done miracles.
Yeah. Because the best before this...
Never, ever, and I'm 42 years old, have seen a player leave $113 million on the table. Never.
Nowadays at that, let alone nowadays at that. And then when you take inside, like, okay, the New York taxes are gonna bang him too. Like, he took the hit. The last good front office we had, as much as I hate to mention the name, is when we had Pat Riley. That was the best it was. The Van Gundy era was good. It got us some good play. But this is the best probably since the championship teams. I'm sorry. You got when we pulled off the Earl Monroe deal, the first thing, he can never play with. He can never make it with Clyde. I was like, how are you gonna do it? They won a chip. That's it. Sit back and watch. Oh, what's Mikal gonna do? You guys you forgot what Mikal was doing in Phoenix, waiting on the wings, guarding the best defender, the best player on the other team. This is gonna be perfect for him. Now OG can rest a game or two here. OG take a night off. You know what I'm saying? We got Iron Man in there. Just relax. People don't even understand what we are plotting on. You know what I mean? We still got Mitch. All right, we got to find a backup center. It doesn't even have to be a backup legit center. It could be a power forward because we're going to run small a lot of them. We need somebody that could substantially.
Listen, we got Sims already.
Precious and Sims. We may as well just go homegrown. We did all we had to do outside the house. We brought everybody home that we wanted to bring home. Now it's time to handle business from inside out.
And I think with Jalen Brunson doing what he's doing what he did is really helped the Knicks down the road to be able to, open up the pockets. Open up the pockets.
Also assure that those draft picks we just gave away would definitely be shit. Definitely. When people are like, oh, the Knicks are still going to be good in 29. No, with this happening, we definitely going to be good in 29. So get yourself some first rounders. You're welcome.
And but people always intend to forget that even if you have the worst record, if I'm not mistaken, Detroit had one of the worst records in the league this year.
And you don't always win it because
You don't always win it.
Look with us with Porzingis. We was one of the worst teams that year.
Porzingis, Neil.
Yeah. The same thing with the RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
RJ Barrett.
But I agree with you, Kev. Like, it opens up. To me, it was like, all right, I'm going to leave this money on the table because I know we got to sign Julius. I know we got to extend Mikal coming up. You know what I mean? Like, he did what a leader does to ensure that for the next 4 or 5 years, we're competing.
You know what that does to the market, too?
And not only did he do that, but the Knicks organization set him up to do that. If you look at his endorsements and how they've grown over the last few years, yo, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 endorsements. Huge endorsements. Pedialyte, Dunkin' Donuts, AT&T, Bose, Delta Airlines, Nike. Like, yo, he got but that's what you do. And your agent, this is what I was saying with IQ, right? Tell your agent, look, I know I'm taking a loss, but get me money elsewhere. I'm in New York. There's money to be made in New York.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Word.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what that does to the market, too? When players be like, wait a minute. These guys just won 50 games, first All-Star game. This dude just took a pay cut? Hold on, what's going on in that locker room? And then when they come in the locker room, it's just fun.
Yeah, but there's not too many players like that. I haven't. I mean, you know, I know there's some players that do it, but not like that. Not to that extreme. I've never seen. I mean, if there is a player,
on the table, 3 million.
Listen, if there is a player that's left $113+ million on the table, please let me know, because I just don't remember any. I've been watching the NBA for quite a while.
In any sport.
Yo.
Let's get that clear. They'll reconstruct their deal and take $5 million off to throw
back. Yeah.
Leave that? No sport. I have not seen that.
No, we've seen Tom Brady used to do it all the time. I always talk with shout out with my guy Mike. Yeah, my guy Mike, he's a Patriots fan, and me and him, we talk all the time about how Tom Brady used to take less to either bring guys back or to be able to help his team win a chip. And that's something that you know, Jalen Brunson has done. I mean, it's not the first time somebody's done it for the Knicks. Like you said earlier, Julius Randle, I think Julius Randle left a little less than $100 million on. I think it was like 90 million or something like that he left on the table, and that's when they went and signed Evan and Kim. But that didn't work out. But you know, he still left that money on the table.
Yeah.
But you know, that just says a lot, man, and that just shows you how bad this guy wants to be here in New York and how bad he wants to help this organization. And that drought, bro, because it's been a real long drought. It's been a real long drought.
Piggyback on what you said, like there was reports that he studied Tom Brady and Mahomes and even Derek Jeter and how their contracts were structured, and that's why he decided to do it, because they all ended up winning championships. You know what I mean? So I mean,
in New York, yep.
I say retire his jersey while he playing at this point. Like, I'm not gonna hold you, guys. Like,
they're gonna have to think about, you know, building up a couple of statues. And I think if it comes down to, you know, the New York Knicks actually winning a championship because of this, you know, they might you're gonna have to, bro. Not just
like everybody.
He should already get the key to the city. The key to the city that they took from Diddy, give that to him now.
Podcasters, like, I can't believe he did that. Like, that's not good for the sport. bro, you don't understand what winning in New York means.
No.
Winning
No,
in
you
New
don't.
York, this man will never pay for anything in New
No,
York.
no.
Anything.
Nobody in his family though. Not him, not his mother, not his father, his wife. Nobody. They all living in New York for free. They don't have to eat free, go to places free, like clubs free. Everything is gonna be free. I'm telling you, he's gonna.
You seen
They.
Josh Hart's recent story? Just got a Panda
Oh,
Express endorsement.
Yeah.
I'm taking them all.
man, I'm telling
McDonald's,
you,
Burger
bro.
King, even if they opt. If they
Telling
want to
you.
sign me, I'm signing the boat. Let's go.
But that's what you do. That's what you do because
Yep.
let's take it back to old school. You know what I mean? It wasn't always I'm making all this money in the NBA. Back in the days, players didn't make that money like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, it didn't.
They had endorsement deals. Even if you was with Jordan and the sneaker never came out for you, you had a deal. You know what I mean? How many? You know, like this is what it's all about. Like, man. It just
I'm excited.
Again, back to the miracles Leon Rose has done.
Jermaine,
because what the hell?
Study.
Man,
Listen, if Bridges follow suit, that's just a domino effect of what everybody's gonna follow Lee. Like, if the captain, if the leader of this team is gonna leave that much money on the table,
right,
and it don't bother him, and he's willing to do it. Yo, come on, man. I'll do the same shit.
Yeah,
Let's go get some more guys. Let's go get some more guys.
Everybody talks about OG and how much we paid for him. We did pay a lot, but he still left money on the table. We don't know how much because they said they were better deals than ours.
At least 15 to 20. At least 15 to 20.
But y'all gotta remember one thing though. Remember the difference. The difference with OG is OG made it clear that New York is where he wanted to be.
Yep.
And we all knew once he left his agent and hired Leon Rose's son, it was the only thing I'll say I was wrong about, because I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna give us a discount to the point where it was 30, I think I said 32 to 35 around that range, and I was wrong. I think he got like 45.
OG is not as marketable in New York because he's not as like camera friendly. He's not.
Yeah, he's not outgoing.
He's not as outspoken. He's very to himself. So you can see why the Knicks gotta pay him because he's not gonna get endorsement deals like that, like how Julius and.
But he got staples though.
Yeah, but bro.
He would also be the first.
Brunson got 14 endorsements since last year.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Salute, Jermaine, my guy, salute. Nino said, do y'all think this is our year or do we still have a while to go?
We don't got a while to go.
We don't got a while. We don't got a while. I'll tell you what, if we get a lucky year like Boston had, facing nobody really in the playoffs, yeah, you can book it. I say.
And no one really hurt until the playoffs.
But that's the thing, man. Like with us is health. That's the one thing that we gotta like really be concerned about is health. Our guys gotta stay healthy.
And I think that's what's important. We could just continue on with the signing of Cameron Payne today, right? We signed him today on a vet minimum, 3.1 mil for the year. And people, to me, that's a steal.
That's a steal.
But
I was shocked. But you told
me. What did we lack last year in our backup point guard? Deuce couldn't run the pick and roll to save his life. Thank God his jump shot was money.
But
he was pulling off the pick. Cam could run the pick and roll.
Before all that, you go back to the injuries. What did we really lack last year was depth, right?
Yes.
Depth. Guys that Thibodeau can trust. And so now we're building a bench where, okay, one went down, the next one up. We're not losing a step. Because I've seen what Cameron Payne did to us. He lit us up. And
he may very well know that you're not suiting up every night, bro. You're going to be
you're not suiting up every night. We don't need you every night. But when we do need you, you're going to come out. You're going to give that energy. He fits the culture. He absolutely fits the culture. And he already has camaraderie with Mikal because they played together in Phoenix, right?
They went to the finals together in Phoenix.
Right, exactly. So, it's just crazy to me how Knicks fans just are never happy. Like, you look on social media after the signing and it's like, it don't do nothing for me. Like, why we signed him? We signed him because God forbid something happens to one of our guards. God forbid we have a legit backup in our third string.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's say we're going to just run small. Who we got coming off the bench? Deuce, Cam, Dante, Josh.
Tyler Kolek. Don't forget Tyler if he gets minutes.
Or you take Tyler Kolek, throw him to the G League, throw all the draft picks into the G League, let them develop on a low.
That's what's going to, like we did do.
And bring them up as needed. You sign, because you can sign what? 2 of them on 2 ways?
Yeah. Now, and the same thing we did with Deuce. We send Deuce for 20 games, bring him back for 10 games.
Exactly.
So develop them. I say the same thing. Because that white boy is going to be a problem.
Right. You don't miss a step with a guy like Cam. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you want to give, or even better, everybody takes less minutes during the game because we have that depth where we're not missing a step. Or you want to give Brunson a night off. Now you already know we got 2 guys that can run the point.
Listen, they're already leaving money on the table. They're doing so many things to show that these accolades and awards ain't going to mean shit this year either. They probably don't care if they play 70 games, 65 games to stay healthy and everybody be there for the playoffs.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I would think that's how it will go. We all know how Tibbs is. He's a little stubborn. He sticks to his ways, but I would think that would be the smart thing to go. You don't play back-to-backs. OG, you get a night off on a back-to-back depending on who it is. Nah, rest everybody. Same thing with Julius. Back-to-backs, you take a rest one night off. Let them pick a game. Like, pick a game. And don't even tell them, you're not playing that game. What you mean? It's a back-to-back. We rested you. That's it. You know what I mean?
The lineup.
We need to just save them for the playoffs. Last year, I swear to God, if we had Randall and OG, it would have been a breeze up until Boston.
You gotta be real careful with sitting them out complete games because of the way the rules are now. You gotta.
I was about to say that.
Right.
But
if you limit everybody to 25, 30 minutes,
you won't have to do that.
You won't really have that. You know what I mean? And then again, you go back to our depth, right? We up 15 points. Tibbs don't have to have the starters out because he don't trust the bench. Because our bench was our starters last year. And then you go into our third string of guys who would be second unit on anybody else's team.
Yeah, we're going to be set.
And it's not like Cam is like a rookie where you could be like, okay, I don't see Tibbs playing him. He's made a name for himself in the league already. He's the best.
Yep.
And you're absolutely right, Big P. He absolutely made huge shots against us.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand
it. He switched the momentum of the game when he played us.
I couldn't stand that little
I think I ain't gonna lie.
When we play him, but I love to have him on the team. He's that guy.
I think that Dante's going to the bench and Mikal's going to be the starter.
Yeah.
I think they're going to put Mikal. I think Mikal's going to be at the 2.
Dante and Josh go back to the bench.
Yep.
Yeah, Dante and Josh is the thing is going to be the battle of the point guard though. I think it's going to be between Deuce, Cam, and Tyler. Out of those 3 guys, who's going to run?
Get it over Deuce.
I don't think anybody's getting it over Deuce.
I think Deuce already got the coach's trust.
Yeah, he already established himself.
Listen, I'm just saying, don't sleep on the Tyler kid though.
No, not at all. He looked like a white Brunson. His game
listen.
White Jalen Brunson. I'm like,
white Jalen Brunson.
No, wait. Hold on. But hold on. Let's save that conversation though. Let's not get into that yet. But the lineup is gonna be crazy.
11, 1, 8, 30, 23. That's the starting line. That's gonna be
crazy, bro. Like
crazy.
Like that
We're gonna
starting
force
five.
so many jump shots because pick your poison. You want to drive against Mitch? I'm riding with Mitch any given day. I
Right.
take Mitch, foul or the block or both, but you're not gonna get an easy one on Mitch. Or you want to attack my wings? Go ahead. You know what this is, bro? You know how much energy this saves.
That's if you
But
could get to
that's
Mitch.
what I'm saying. I'm starting deep for the pause. I'm starting deep and I'm coming up. So you know what this does to Brunson? Now he could back off and really take a break. He knows he's gonna fight through this screen really hard because OG's right there. He's gonna pick it up. Mikal's right there. He's gonna pick it up. Now I can sneak back for a steal. Jalen steals will go up this year because of who he has on the side. It's gonna be crazy.
Matthew.
It's gonna be crazy.
Matthew, stop sleeping on Jericho Sims, bro. I'm telling you guys.
Nah,
the young boy been
putting in the work, man.
Listen. Yeah, you know, if given the proper minutes, he can be productive. I'm not saying that he could be the greatest thing on earth. I'm not saying none of that. But he could be productive.
I think he's going to with the second unit with Josh Hart and DiVincenzo.
Yes.
Those vets on our bench.
Right.
The way he throws up an alley-oop.
There you go. This is what I'm saying. Like, yo, he's gonna open. Yo, Tyler Kolek is good. That he's really good with the pick and roll. Really good. You saw how he was hitting people in all their spots. I'm telling you, man. Stop sleeping on Jericho Sims.
In like 2 to 3 years, maybe 2 years. Unless
Stop
something
sleeping on
happens.
Jericho Sims.
We picked him for a reason. Again, I trust everything we did. I knew a lot of those picks we were making were going to be traded. I knew what was going down that day. I had a funny feeling that we were going to be live. We had too many picks. We don't care about the picks no more. We're a good organization now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We got some. We got a lot of these guys at the perfect time. They're all in their prime. You know, they're all like not even hitting 30 yet. You know what I mean?
And then not only that, they're coming into something good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They come into the locker room. It's a good, immaculate vibe, as they say.
Immaculate vibe. Yep.
But they're serious about basketball. They're even going to be surprised when they get to practice and they realize, damn, Josh really don't do shit. Holy shit. But then when they see him on the court, like, man, we talking about practice? Not this Josh.
But you know, it's crazy because when they say it's really not, you know, practice ain't even like what they say it is. It's more of a mental watching film, you know, studying, like warming up and shit like that. Like, you know, he be talking shit to Tibbs, and I think like he's the only one that gets away with it because
one. I like what he said, I don't get paid for practice. My checks come from games. I don't get paid to practice. And I was like, man, that's a good one.
Nah, that's hilarious.
But when you think about it, like these guys they play basketball their whole life. Basketball doesn't change, right? Like it is what it is. Dribbling is dribbling. The same calls are the same calls. It's all mental. How you're mentally prepared for your opponent, watching film on them. You know, going over your own schemes. It's all mental. And
we know Tibbs don't change shit either. So they go with the Tibbs don't change shit either. He's stubborn as hell.
But then it also makes sense as to why Bogey took so long to adjust last year. Because if you're not practicing it, it's gonna be hard to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep. So man. So on to the next one. Now we can start getting into the whole Tyler Kolek and the summer league and those guys. So I know it's only one game, right? I know it's only one game. And from what I saw yesterday, they were getting washed up a little bit, but they came back.
Oh, they were getting washed up a lot.
They were getting washed up. They were getting washed up.
Oh.
They were getting washed up. At one point, they were down by almost 20, right?
Yep.
They were getting washed up, but your man Tyler Kolek, man, he's swift with it, man. You think he's NBA ready? Like, do you think that he could, take the step?
Absolutely.
He could, definitely.
His vision for the court is not like many rookies.
Yo, that was the first time I got to see him play. To be honest with you, like that. From before that, I seen a bunch of highlights, but.
Highlights highlights don't do that.
Yeah, because in highlights they tell you, they give you the mostly everything is just positive.
Right.
They never show you. You gotta look for the videos where they give you everything, the good and the bad, right?
Right.
So
Although
I got this.
his positives were pretty positive. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yo, no, listen. I was watching him yesterday, and I was, for the first time, because I didn't get to see him play in college. I'm not really a college head like that. I'm a casual in college. I'm a casual. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. But watching him, play, man, how comfortable he looked running the offense and hitting everybody where they were supposed to be, and yo.
What's the
Like,
first
I
game?
think
7, right? 7 points, 7 rebounds,
7 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists.
That's active. You know what that's gonna do with
Yeah,
Tibbs? That's gonna get you time. That's gonna get you time.
Yes.
7
That
assists
definitely.
and 7 rebounds, let alone fuck the 7 points. Tibbs gonna look at the rebounds and assists as a point guard. I like that.
Yo. Yeah, because all our guards rebound. Josh rebounds. Dante rebounds. Jalen rebounds. Deuce could rebound a little bit, but not like those guys. But now you got this guy coming in rebounding the ball. Like that's a plus, man. And
we're gonna need it. We lost iHeart. We're gonna need it.
Yeah, definitely. Because
especially when Mitch is on the bench taking a breather or in foul trouble. That's when we're gonna miss iHeart the most. But we're gonna be all right because Mikal can rebound too. So again, our guards are just gonna get more rebounds. Again, it is what it is.
Then we still got. And people forget, like, we're gonna get Julius back, for Mitch back.
Oh man.
Jericho low key be rebounding the ball as well. He's not a bad rebounder. I don't know why.
They get him in foul trouble a lot when they go at him. It's a smart tactic on other teams. I'm not mad at it, but he's just got to play defense with his feet.
Yeah, facts.
He's a hack.
I think that's the. What up, Mike? What's goody, bro? I think that's his only big issue that I think gets him in trouble, and that's when Coach Tibbs get like, all right, come, yanks him out the game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that,
the vets. The Josh Harts, the DiVincenzo's, the second unit. Yo, chill, relax, play defense with your feet.
Yeah.
He'll get it. We just gotta throw him in the fire now. No more inching him on. You are the backup center, kid. You gotta go. You gotta make it work.
Nah, that's a fact. I think he's gonna do. I think and I seen little videos here and there. I know they little warm up videos or whatever, but I seen him working on them little mid range shots.
Yeah.
If he can start knocking down those little Charles Oakley mid-range shots back in the day,
with that being said, re-sign Precious. Just re-sign.
Oh yes.
Take the minimum, and then Jericho, you are the backup. Precious, you're like the Swiss Army knife. We're gonna throw you out there.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think in the times when Sims has been called upon because of injury, he played well. When he had extended minutes, he played well.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little sloppy, but I mean, that's because you don't get a lot of burn. You know what I mean? When you're not used to playing with certain players, which last season was just crazy, right? Like,
and we could see it like you're real stiff out there.
Most guys, like early on, didn't know how to play with, other than the Nova guys, didn't know how to play with each other because that's not how they were set, came onto the team set to play. Mm-hmm. And so, but you definitely see it with him. But I feel like he has enough talent to develop. He's not a bum.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, he's not a bum. And then you also have to think about it. He needs because of his limited offense, he needs a point guard that will throw it up to him. Brunson's not that point guard. We know that. Brunson is not that point guard. But
he can do it. He can do it, though. Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Deuce is. Dante's look for Mitch and for alley-oops. You know what I mean? Like I said last season, if our bigs could give us something between 10 and 15 points combined, we're good.
Oh, yeah.
We're super good.
Mm-hmm.
I think the big thing with Sims is every time he gets the rebound, instead of putting it up, putting it back, he comes back. He comes back.
But it's the same thing with Mitch. he comes back down. That's the first thing you learn when you play ball and you grab
Keep
a
the
rebound.
ball high.
Keep the ball up.
Keep the ball high and go right back up.
You 7
Yeah,
feet. Why are you
right.
making yourself 6 feet? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I hate when Jericho do that. And there be times where he could put it right back and he'll pass it off. He's looking for the guys to pass the ball. And I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to set up the offense again and waste some time on the clock or whatever, may run another play or whatever. But if you could exactly, if you could be aggressive, put that shit right back up, man. I think that's another thing he gotta work out on. But other than that,
he gotta catch a nice body to see how it feels and be like, I love this shit. And then after that, he's just going up 2 hands on everybody. Because that's what he needs to do. He needs to be like a baby Shaq. He's built like, dude, you're either going to be a linebacker or you're going to be that guy in the middle on the basketball court.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to be hitting people one way or another. You too big. You too big. Get the rebound. I don't give a fuck if it's Jalen Brunson right there. Go up. You're right there. Go up. Your shot is a better opportunity right now than Brunson's 3. And listen, I'll take the 3 any given time. But he just got to be aggressive. He just got to be. Mitch needs to take him under the wing. I think Mitch is ready for that now.
you think Mitch is ready for that, to take that leadership role?
With
If he hasn't already,
but the iHeart experience helped him and probably made him realize how having that, even at your same position, is going to help your morals, your mental, and then your play. You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't get bummed out because iHeart was his best friend this year. Like always checking on him, even if the others weren't. You know what I'm saying? And he stated that. Yeah. So he might be like, you know what, you kind of quiet, kind of like me. They both look like they quiet. Mitch don't look like the type that's going crazy in the locker room. After a win, but after that, he's chilling. Josh over there goofing off. No, he's funny. He low-key funny as hell.
Let me tell you something.
He's more content than they are.
I seen this offseason guys that I thought on our team was quiet. That
Brunson especially.
They start going off.
These niggas is clowns, yo.
I love
they
clowns. Brunson like, yo, really?
Yo, them guys be going, yo. I'll be laughing.
But not only the podcast, like you see Mitch on social media going off at fans. Jericho Sims. Yo, where that come from?
Hey, he told your man,
like, your mom should have swallowed you.
Oh shit. I saw. Oh, I ain't see that one. I ain't see. Who said that? Jericho. I ain't see that one.
Yeah.
I ain't see that one. I saw the one where he said, "You look like your wife's wife" or something like that. I was like, "Oh shit." He told Money that he looked like his wife. I'm like, "Damn, bro." You know, I'm like, "Damn, he killed dude like he killed dude." But you know, hey, listen, I think that just give my guy the minutes, man. Like, I think he deserved it. I think it's been like, what, 4 years already he's been with the Knicks?
Was just like, the same thing. I think this is year 4 for him.
This is year 4, man. Like, yo, give my man his minutes. You know what I mean? Give my man his minutes. And if it don't work out, then I get why you don't use him. But
then get him out. You know what I mean? Let him go.
Yeah.
Let him go get.
Oh, third year. Okay, third.
A couple coins for the next person then.
It feels like 4. Shit. Feels like 4.
And you also have to remember he was I think he was the last pick of the draft that year.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he was an early draft pick. Nobody even knew who he was till he was a Knick.
Nah, that year. Yeah, I remember that year, and I was like, "Wow, this kid got hops, man!" Like, I saw a video where his head went over the rim. I was like, "Holy shit!" I'm like, "Damn, this dude is a lob threat, yo. We need to utilize this kid, bro." And not only that,
Dwight Howard,
you gotta have the personnel.
The point guard. You gotta have that, right?
Like, everybody has to play off each other's strengths. You know, our bigs are not creating, they don't create their own. And so you have to make it happen for them, because making them a threat opens up a lot for us. We already have great offense with the guys we have. You know what I mean? But if their center feels like they don't need to defend our center, then it gives them a chance to fake double team our guys.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep, the stunt blitz.
I think the Tyler Kolek kid is gonna bring out the best in our centers this year if he gets some playing time. Cause he seems like somebody that's one of those annoying players that's just
They say he's
pesky.
like
Like
TJ McCollum.
yeah, like TJ McCollum last year in the playoffs, he was so annoying. He was so annoying.
That's what he
No,
does.
I know it is.
Around.
I know it is, and that little mid-range shot to the basket, like, bro, that shit was annoying to me. And I feel like this kid, like, just by watching him this one game, this one time, I feel like there's something special about him, man. Like, it's gonna be fun, man. Let's see if Tibbs gives him his minute. Let's see if Tibbs. Because that's what will make me be real impressive if Tibbs plays him. Because you know how Tibbs be sometimes with some rookies. Not all rookies, some rookies. Because
probably won't be till after the All-Star break unless something he sees is like, man, fuck that, put him out there.
What up, AP? Yeah, because he played RJ, he played Quick, he played Grimes, Mitch. Well, Mitch wasn't.
But he didn't play quickly. He didn't play quickly that fast early on.
He didn't.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. But when he started playing him,
once quickly proved himself early on, then he started getting more consistent minutes.
Right.
So it's just really gonna depend on. It's really gonna depend on if he's going to play him before campaign or he's going to be that fourth guy.
Right.
If he's going to be that fourth guy, we're not going to see much of him. If he's before campaign on the lineup, then it's like, okay, this is your chance to show us what you got, or else we got him here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they're going to battle it out. I think so.
But if you look at it too, campaign is pesky too. So how much can Tyler Kolek learn from him?
Yeah. That's a good that's a good somebody to learn from. You got Brunson, you're learning from Brunson, and now you got campaign. Right. You got somebody else that has a similar kind of play. You know what I mean? I don't know how good campaign is distributing the ball. But everything else, he's pretty pesky. Defensively, he's pretty pesky.
He could drive and kick, and he could run the pick and roll.
Right.
Other than
from what I've seen, though,
he can shoot the three.
Yeah,
he could. That's for sure. That's for sure. But defensively, I think Kolek is that's what I gotta see. Defensively, I know everybody in the league gets cooked, but. That's what I want to see from him. How that's going to work out.
And I think that's what makes Tibbs hold it, because he's a rookie. He's going to get rookied around. He's going to get treated like a rookie here and there. But offensively, I give him, you know what I'm saying? He can hold his own offensively. It's the defense. It's the how these picks are. He's got to learn the speed of this game. So that's going to take a while. Offensively, I think he's going to be fine. Yeah. Offense is kind of like you can get that rhythm on the fly. Defensively, you got to watch tapes because the Nets do shit differently than the Wizards. Even though the Wizards are the worst team in the league, you don't want to be that team to lose to them. Funny shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot that in his tendencies he's got to learn. So defensively, I think is where most rookies. Look at Allen Iverson. He was scoring 28, 27 points his rookie year, but 8 turnovers because you got to figure out the speed. And you know what I'm saying? So I think defensively is what's going to hold it back. But like Deuce, Tibbs is not going to forget about him. He's not going to pay him a lot of attention because he's got a job to do, but he's not going to be forgotten about. We're going to hear he's going to be like Deuce, bouncing back and forth, but you're going to notice we're sticking with him. He's staying. So I think that's exactly what's going to happen because I see this kid like a white Jalen Brunson, almost like a Gordon Dragic type guy too. He can fucking score. Like, that's ridiculous. 7 rebounds? Like, That's
So I
something
went
that the
back and
NBA
looked
needs.
at. I went back up and looked at Campaign's stats, and when he played in Phoenix for 4 years, he averaged almost 5 assists in 2 of those seasons, and 3+ in all the other 2. And then he averaged at least 10 points in 3 of the 4 seasons. So that's solid coming for a third string.
10 and
Right.
5. You kidding me?
Yeah, coming off the bench, that's
Right.
decent. That's
Right.
decent.
And that's only
Was he doing
averaging
that?
like 18 to 20 minutes a game. That's not like
Right.
10 minutes.
He was doing that coming off the bench in Phoenix, right? Or he was starting in Phoenix.
For Chris Paul.
He was he was backing up Chris Paul, right?
Yep.
Yeah, see?
Yep.
That's that. I mean, I'm good with that coming off the bench. And that's again, that's not including what we already have.
That's more playoff experience. More playoff
Absolutely.
experience down the stretch. Guys who know how to, play the game right.
Yeah. And again, that's the
Defense.
bet that Tibbs says don't suit up tonight. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Don't need to suit up tonight. Just come through, you know what I'm saying? Be supportive. He ain't gonna have to tell him that. Do what you do, but just don't suit up tonight. And he's gonna be all right with it because he knows his role. That's another thing with, you get these vets, like he's taking the minimum he already knows. He probably already has an idea. Like, I'm not playing every night. It is what it is. And I gotta be the vet.
Right.
Another smart move.
And the crazy thing is he's not even old. He's only 29.
Mm-hmm. We're 9 years in. 7, 8, 9 years in, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all something.
He was drafted in 2015. Yeah, 9 years in.
So let me ask y'all something. How y'all like the kid Pakum Dadie,
the French
the
kid?
18-year-old French kid, Pakum Dadie. That's how you say it, right? Pakum Dadie. I said it right.
Yeah.
Dadie.
I'm a little.
How y'all feel about that kid?
I'm a little Akina shocked. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no Wemby, so I don't know. The kid can shoot. I mean, yeah, but he can shoot. But is he gonna do everything else we need him to?
He plays defense well. I think I read the article after the game. I think it's gonna take adjustments because I read an article after the game where he said he was a little surprised that the game was a whole lot faster than the European game. So it's definitely going to take some adjusting for him. But I think he has the base of being a great player.
I think defensively, he's quietly not that bad either.
He's not that bad defensively. He got a little handle for his position.
The shot.
Mm-hmm.
He got a shot. Yeah, it's like a less forced Obi.
I see him
defense.
as a trade later. We're not really developing to keep him. We're somebody, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they be like, look at this 19, 20.
Yo, he's 18 years old though, bro.
Yeah, he's mad young.
He's 18. Yo, he's 18, man. Like that's something. That's a kid right there. Like you gotta think about. You gotta think about if you want to develop him, and you might get something out.
He's bought him out of his contract overseas.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yep.
Right. So you gotta think.
Because they could have just left him there.
Right. Exactly. So I really think the Knicks like this kid enough to keep him.
And I think he's dedicated enough. He could went drafted, and the next day he's in the gym.
Yo, and not only that, he said it. But wait a minute, he said like, no, I want to play.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not going back over there.
I'm not going. I want to play. Like, yo, I'm ready. So for an 18-year-old kid, okay, this kid is 18 years old.
Yeah,
usually everybody
to the money that they getting over here. He said, "Wait, you giving 24-year-olds 170 million? I want it."
Right.
Nigga said, "I'm not going back."
Right.
But not only that, like you were saying, Kev, for you to be 18, to come to New York and be like, "No, I'm playing."
No, I want to play.
I want to
play. Nah, I ain't a stash. No, I'm not getting stashed. I want to play.
Right. Like that's
you know what I mean?
That's
so that's real shit right there. I like that. I like that attitude.
You know, Coach Tibbs gonna put him in the corner one way or another for that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
he's
don't
there.
know.
Like so, go sit over there for 2 games and watch. Tip don't pay attention, and Deuce even said it. Like I didn't think like I was liked. I didn't get.
That's right.
Tips don't give everybody the catering, and once they learn that he's giving you the tough love for a reason, because outside of this locker room, nobody gives a fuck about you in this league. You know what I'm saying?
But
So,
also think about who he's gonna be able to learn from now. Now you got OG and Mikal.
Yes.
Show you how
Yo,
to be
yo.
you
wow.
And Julius.
It don't even get no better than that right there. Like,
Cause ain't
you
the kid?
You gotta learn from our
he's
dogs.
like
You gotta learn from
6'7".
Julius.
Ain't he like 6'8"?
6'7".
6'8". Yep.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like you got 2 fucking monsters in Mikal and OG, showing them how to play defense. And oh no, bro, that's gonna be crazy, man. And he's only 18 years old. Like
right.
18. He ain't nowhere near even 25 yet, bro.
Right.
He's a baby.
Yep.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just real weary, man. Thanks to nearly.
Nah, listen, I understand, but you never know,
Because it
bro.
was the
Like
same thing
all
with
I'ma
him. He's
say
got
is
the
this.
length. He's got the size. He's got this.
Bro, this front office haven't did us wrong.
right.
They
listen.
haven't did us wrong, and I don't care. They haven't did us wrong,
and that's why I'm optimistic about it.
Because even people were saying that same exact thing about Quentin Grimes. People were saying that same exact thing about Deuce. People was even saying that about IQ. And look what we developed these kids to.
I say Grimes has a better year in Dallas than Clay does.
And that's what I'm saying. Listen, these kids gotta have some kind of value that teams are calling us up and want them. So the shout out to this front office for doing
it was said that Deuce's name was brought up and they shut it down. Like
absolutely.
You know
what I mean? Yeah. Nah, we're not doing that. He said we're not doing that. Nah, we're not doing that. Deuce earned that. All the way, man. That 3 year, $13 million, he earned that shit all the way. I was about to say,
you don't give away a contract that little. For what he gives
bro.
You don't give that up.
He earned more than that. I hope he bonuses in his contract because he earned.
Bro, he already made 13 mil. He already made it.
There you go. Get that nigga his whole contract.
He ain't making no more money the next 2 years. He already made it.
The kid, Obi Toppin brother, Jacob Toppin, he had a pretty good game. You guys think that he's gonna earn, maybe get some minutes this year?
Not with us.
Not with us.
Not with us.
I don't think so, but I think again he's in the same position as Payne, that you have the tools right there to learn to be what we need you to be.
I
right.
Agree. Even though I think the French kid has a better offensive game than Jacob.
But Jacob got a better defensive game.
Yeah, and his athleticism, like his brother, if he would have just listened to fucking Coach Tibbs. You got a hell of a wingspan. You could have been a poor man's fucking OG Anunoby if you would have played it right. You still gonna get your dunks and breakaways. We just need you to play some defense. He wanted to bitch about minutes and shooting all them threes and worry about getting the shape up. Nigga, we down 2-3 games to 1. The fuck you worried about an air for?
Salute. What's going on, my guy?
And I learned that when the Knicks in was it 99 when no shave, Larry Johnson or nobody shaved, and I'm like, that makes sense because if you thinking about getting a shape up or a haircut and we down 2-3 games to 1, what are you really focused on? How good you look on the court or winning the game, winning the series? You know what I'm saying? Come playoff time, I wouldn't give a fuck. During the season, yeah, you want to go to a different city, you can be lined up, all right. Come on, man. Obi was worried about the wrong thing, and people, y'all lost Obi Toppin. Did we really lose?
Yeah,
I don't think we lost.
Yeah, I don't think Jacob is gonna get any burn, but I think he still has a lot of development to do.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like the kid. I think
he stays in our system for another year.
Yeah, he stays. Years. I don't think we get rid of him. It just at this point we have so much. It's like, where do people?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
How about the kid, Ariel Washington Huckford?
Is that the center?
Which
The center we drafted? I think
the center we drafted.
He can be like a Mitch.
Yo, I appreciate that, just Knicks. I really appreciate that, man. For real. Appreciate you for that to the fullest.
Salute to y'all, man.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man.
I'm telling you, it was weird. That's why I had to go back and rewatch the shows. I'm like, what I missed. You know what I mean?
Yo, man, let me tell you.
I don't know too many people that are itching for the season to start like us. Like, well, actually, right after the last game, we were itching for the next season. Let's start the next season with Brunson with the broken hand. Let's just start. Fuck that.
Nah, man, listen. The kid, I'm gonna be honest with you. That again, another first timer. Didn't really see much. I don't know. I'm still like on some. I gotta see what he brings to the table type shit. That's how I feel about it. How y'all? What y'all think?
He played 17 minutes. He had 6 points, 5 rebounds. That's not bad.
Right.
What about turnovers? Anything else? Blocks, steals, anything? No? Fouls?
I gotta look that part up.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. I need to see more from him. Right now, I like I said, it's my first time watching him play, and I wasn't like, okay, you be bound the ball, but I didn't really like.
I haven't watched the game yet.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think it matters because even if he gets put on the team, he's not going to fit in. Like, he's not going to get burned. It's at this point, he just got to fill up the, 15 spots? Whatever spot, however many spots.
He might be back and forth.
I think 12 definitely signed players, so everybody else is going to be two-way or who knows, but ain't nobody else we get at this point gonna get burned unless we do some crazy shit, which I don't see happening.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see us trading Mitch.
No,
I see. I think we're
done.
Pretty much.
We made our big trade. The big trade was Mikal.
Yeah, Mikal.
That was it.
Yeah, like I really.
People were saying Devin Booker and all that. No. The whole time we were playing fucking poker with y'all. Gave y'all the poker. We'll just let it go. We ain't worried about it. Boom. Hey, woke up the next morning like Mikal's a Nick. Like, nah. I'm making sure this ain't one of them bum ass Twitter sites that be giving bum data. I'm like, nah, this is legit. I go to IG. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, you know something, bro. I'm so glad, cause I know Leon Rose got ties with Devin Booker. So there's ties there. So the fact that we didn't even go nowhere near that, I was just so proud, bro. Like, I'm a real proud Knicks fan, right? I'm very proud. Like, yo.
You know why? I think that's because of Tibbs, though. And Leon trusting Tibbs. Tibbs told him, like, nah, we don't need Booker. Like, we're good on Booker. This is what we need, another wing defense. He just listened to Tibbs. Leon does his job the way Dolan should have been doing his job years ago. Let them work. I just own the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me stamp the check. Right. Yeah, I'm signing off. Y'all made the decision.
Shout out to James Dolan. Yeah, shout out to James Dolan for that. Shout out to him. I don't really like it. I'm not a big, I'm
not a big
fan of his, but I gotta tip my hat, man. Like, I gotta tip my hat, bro. Like, he really been silent. He really been quiet.
Man.
He really been letting his front office work, and I like it.
Since we talking about Dolan. So on Gilbert Arenas podcast the other day.
Oh, this fucking clown! I'm so sick of this fucking.
Nah, listen, but listen.
It was good because Kenyon Martin basically said, nah, Dolan looks out for his players. Like, this is the best organization I ever played for, as far as what the organization does for the guys. The issue was the front office, that there was a middleman between the team and Dolan that wasn't giving Dolan all the information. And Dolan, instead of going and investigating what was going on, he trusted that person too much, or those people too much. And so it wasn't lack of our team just whole front office being crappy. It was, you know how it be when you got a Ryan Apple in the batch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Steve Mills. And if I'm not mistaken, I know who the Ryan Apple was, and he was very rotten. Like dumpster juice type rotten, you know, like anytime his name is mentioned, I just gotta turn around and walk away from the person that mentions him because I get so angry.
I mean,
you know what?
I'm sure there's more than one. You know what I mean? Because you think what Steve Mills, you could think
oh
Phil
man,
Isaiah, Phil Jackson.
Like it's plenty of. You know what
nah,
I mean?
but you know, like, let me say something though, because at least Isaiah Thomas, like, he brought us some type of talent. You know, like Marbury, Jamal Crawford. You know, what's the name?
Eddie Curry.
Nah, not Eddie Curry. Zach Randolph. He drafted David Lee. You know, like, we for some reason we just couldn't find the right coach to put everything together.
Isaiah,
you know what I mean?
Belong in New York. He came.
Nah, but
York,
listen,
big city, felt like he was home. He was bringing in gangsters and thugs. Like
but listen,
Steph was half crazy by the time we got him.
Yeah, but we had Jamal Crawford. Like, bro, we had some talented players. Who the fuck Steve Mills brought on this team, bro? That was like that you could say, oh my God. I can't remember what. If you could tell me who, I'll be okay. But I can't remember that kind of talent. You know, like Isaiah Thomas did his shit that people didn't like, but he kind of did, you know, bring in some talented young players that a lot of people still talk about to this day.
Yeah, I think it just wasn't a good fit with coaching.
Yeah,
even the team itself just wasn't a good fit. It wasn't built the way we're built right now.
No, that's a fact. Yeah,
you know, when you bring in hood players, right? Because we ain't gonna hold Steph is hood.
You bringing Steph home,
right?
Oh,
you bring in hood players. They not humble like what we got. You know what I mean? So, and for granted, back at that time, that was the thing, right? Because you had Iverson, you had Marbury. Like that was the way to go, but it also isn't good for a team.
Right. Right. No, it's true. But now you got this team, and the way this team is put together, it's like night and day. With this whole front office and this whole team is like, it's like night and day, yo. You know, I
love seeing Leon with the team.
Like, is this for real? Like, is this our team?
I like that one meme.
Like, even when we signed Campaign today, it's like I told you as soon as it came on, and we just looking at each other like, what? Like, bro, because to be honest, like we said off screen, like, yo, we haven't had an off season this active in who knows how long. This is usually us looking at other teams like, bro, what are we doing? Like,
why we can't make moves like this? Word.
I'm used
why
to
we can't make
one big move. Sign Amari Stoudemire. Do this. Nothing. We done traded for Mikal, then re-sign OG. Like, wait, we still working?
And re-sign Brunson. Re-sign Brunson.
And it might not be over because we got guys that are eligible for re-signing coming up.
And Julius Randle, I think, is going to take the extension too. I think Drew is staying too. I think he's taking that extension. I think he's going to take a pay cut too.
Absolutely.
Again,
I think he will. And I think if you add it up, depending on how much money he takes, I think it's gonna add up to over $100 million that he's left on the table, man.
Absolutely.
Listen,
it's gonna add up to almost $200 million.
On the court is what we look up in the rafters. and see. We have the Dave the Busher, the Clyde the Glide. You don't think about it. Put these players with the players we have today. We have that. The Phil Jackson, the Precious Achua, the Dante DiVincenzo, the Richie Guerin type. Like, we have these players that are in the Raptors right now. Just, you know, in this era, and they have the same cohesion. Nobody can. Josh. I mean, you know, they all want to play, but Josh said if I play 13 minutes today and 30 tomorrow, I wouldn't be mad.
So,
but that's the thing. Like, they're so selfless. They're so selfless. Yeah. Like, everyone's main goal is wanting to win, and that's what's so great about this team. Like, and it goes back to them all. Because let's not act like Josh Hart we got for the cheap. We got Josh Hart for the cheap.
Oh yes, we did.
Dante for the cheap.
Yes, we did.
Made up all that money.
Yeah,
like everything that they've given us already, they've made that money. They've made it all worth it.
Yo,
you know
facts.
I mean? So everybody we done got for the cheap or has taken less. Like, you don't see that on other teams. And this is what blows my mind when Knicks fans are not, when they're so like, what's the word?
Closed-minded.
Unappreciative of what the front office has done and what these guys have done. Because Brunson could have easily been like, no, I'm going to resign, but for all that money.
Yeah.
And then what? And then we can't resign Bridges, and then we can't resign Randall. And then what? We're going to be stuck with Brunson by himself with all the other players, guys, and maybe he can't even sign them.
Right.
Yeah, and that's when it gets sticky.
And Knicks fans just be so unappreciative. Like, just appreciate the fact that they're giving up money that could be going into their households to hopefully bring us a ring. You know what I'm saying? And then you hear, like, podcasts and fans, well, it doesn't guarantee a ring. No, it doesn't. Nothing guarantees a ring. Nothing. Absolutely nothing guarantees a ring.
But winning it.
But it puts us in a good position.
Yep.
It does. So, all right, before we bounce up out of here, right? Let's see. How many, let's go on to how many wins you think the Knicks are going to win this year. How many games
close to 60 this year. Absolutely close to 60 this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 52 to 58.
52 to 58.
Yeah, anywhere in between there.
I'm gonna go with Mr. I'm gonna say, I was about to say that. Damn, Paulie, damn.
Not skill-wise, but depending on the strategy, I don't think we're really battling for seeding no more. We just want home court. I think. I mean, it's big when it comes, but I don't think all that other shit matters. I think we know what we can do.
And I think, honestly speaking, like,
we can be number one too.
Minus
don't get it twisted either.
Minus iHeart, I think we better than last year, bro.
No, absolutely.
Absolutely.
We got Mikal.
I really think
we made some other moves, and again, we can be number one easily. I don't see Boston being. Now the problem with us is going to be Boston being able to spank everybody else but us. And that's going to affect us too. But as long as we play the way we're supposed to play.
But can they? Because can they spank a healthy Philly?
Philly?
I don't know.
Spank? No.
I don't see Philly. I don't see Philly staying healthy. I don't see Philly.
I mean, I don't either. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like Boston is very beatable in my opinion. And I'm not saying that as a Knicks fan. I watched the playoffs, and I feel like they didn't turn up until they played Dallas. Like, anybody in the East could have easily took them out last year. If we were healthy, we could have easily took them out last year.
Easily.
You know what I mean? And now our team has gotten better. I feel like we have an answer for Porzingis this year.
We know
two
Porzingis.
answers for Porzingis this year.
We know Porzingis.
But I feel like the times we did play them last year, he was the X factor, right?
Yes.
So I feel like we have an answer for him this year.
If you ask me, he was the X factor all year when he played. Because he was the one you couldn't leave him.
He was the X factor in the playoffs, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because when
when he wasn't
didn't
hurt,
play, it looked like they struggled a little bit.
Yes.
yeah. But yeah, man, that's gonna be crazy, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens this season, man. It's gonna be fun.
We top
It's
2
gonna be
seeds, and we
hella
can take
fun.
the first easily. We can take the first easily. I don't see any threat in the East Coast unless Dame and Giannis miraculously get some crazy shit going. I think that's the biggest threat.
But think about it, Giannis. Giannis, the past 2 seasons, he hasn't even been able to finish a playoff series with injuries. He's been hurt.
He's not declining, but he's.
I don't see them as a threat, and I honestly don't see any team as a threat because, bro, our wings is ridiculous this year.
And not only that, bro, but they kind of stuck.
Out. I see both of them wanting out.
They still paying 2 other coaches on top of them paying Doc Rivers.
And they're paying Doc to lose. At least you paying them other guys to stay home.
And now you got 2 max contracts, if I'm not mistaken, and Damian Lillard and Giannis. And from what I heard, they're talking about trading Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez. If they do that, Milwaukee's in trouble.
I'll take Brook if he take the league minimum or Bobby.
Oh. No, Bobby Portis, I wouldn't mind. We had him. Yeah, but like the Bucks got they got the best out of him though. The Bucks, they got the best out of him though.
I said I'd even take Brook Lopez, the stretch 5. He could shoot the 3, which is the opposite of Mitch. You're not gonna. He's gonna protect the rim, but not as aggressively as Mitch would. But he can hit the 3.
But here's the thing: they have to start moving players because, like you said, Lillard and Giannis are max contracts. They're not gonna have money to be signing guys.
Nobody really.
Want. If you look at it, Giannis is scheduled to make 54, 58, 62 until 27, 28. Yikes. Lillard is scheduled to make 48, 58, 63. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
You look at it, you look at teams like us that are struggling, not struggling, but when you look at numbers, our front office is crunching numbers to fit guys in. Yep. None of our guys make that kind of money. None of them make that kind of money.
Yeah.
OG's the closest, but he's got a ring at least. You talking about guys making $63 million in 2 years? He ain't got no ring.
63, exactly.
I think OG didn't play in that series though. I think he was hurt, wasn't he?
He was hurt. He was, but he was there. If he wasn't hurt, he would have been active.
Yeah. So, hey, listen, man. And we still got more work to do because I think from what I hear, they still working on trying to bring back Precious.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
They're keeping in touch with him. He's out in Florida with his family, but they that should have. I mean, listen. Once iHeart left, that should have been done. I ain't gonna lie. Like, bro, you traded for him. You fucking traded for the guy. I think what they're doing, like they called him and told
my guy Jimmy,
we're gonna sign somebody. We're still keeping you in mind. You know what I'm saying? We already spoke. Maybe he probably agreed to take a little less. So they're like, look, we're gonna go out and find a point guard or something. He probably knew about campaign before anybody did. Like, look, we're about to sign campaign. I don't want you to get upset. This is why I'm calling you. We're still working this out.
I think they're trying to wait and see how much they can offer him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, let's sign everyone we can, and then you could take the rest of the money.
Right.
Yeah.
On a 1-year deal, maybe 2, depending on what it is. But yeah, exactly.
No, absolutely. I think.
Precious
how much you think he's worth? How much you think he's worth?
I give him 5. 5.
Give him 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't give him 10.
4 years.
4 year, 5 to 6, maybe even 7, because he showed us what he could do when he's on his shit. You know what I'm saying? And we know him already.
Yeah.
So the team likes him. You know what I'm saying? He's cool with the team.
He's from the Bronx.
He's from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? He's from the Bronx. And let's not be, be shiesty, but he had some moments this year. He had
No,
some
he
games.
did.
He had some moments. Listen,
He sure
I don't
did.
give a fuck what anybody says. Those moments don't come easy in our city, man. Period.
No, it don't. No, it
You know
don't.
what I mean? So,
And you know that was at a moment where we lost, you know, our second best player on the team. Like he came in and was giving us double doubles.
the games he filled in with iHeart even had the plantar
Yeah.
fasciitis or whatever, his heel. Nah,
And
so
look,
that's
in the
pressure to the
playoffs,
spot.
So last year he made 4.3.
He's up for a raise. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
I think
6.
so.
We'll give you 6. We'll give you 6. You know what I mean? We got the point guard we need. You can be the backup center, you and Sims. You know what I'm saying? We'll give you 6. And that should lock
And then
us
in the playoffs, he punched Joel Embiid's 3-point shot. Remember that? Punched this shit.
And we know what we getting from
thing.
Precious. If Precious
And
is
not only
always
that,
in the
I don't
corner,
think,
he
and
could
he
take.
could be played as Randall's backup. He don't have to play the center. He can play the power forward.
But you could use him at that. You could use him at the 5 if y'all play small ball.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you see what we have? We can damn near do that with everybody. Everybody on our team can almost play 2 positions.
Absolutely.
Even Julius Randle, you can put him at the 5 if you want.
When we go small, you damn right. You damn right.
Yeah.
He's stronger than the average center in the league, other than like Embiid. Ain't too many centers that could deal with him. That's why I'd be arguing with some people. I'd be like, man, 1-on-1, Julius Randle's a problem. There's nobody that can guard that.
Oh hell, bro.
Nobody.
Remember last year? Remember that last year, that one game against Giannis, where he really made Giannis look bad, yo. I think he put up 40 plus points on Giannis in that game.
That was the game when Jalen hit the 3-pointer at the half in Milwaukee.
I think so. Yeah, I think so, man. Like I think we lost that game, but Julius Randle was busting his ass, boy.
I
was like, my man was.
He does that. He goes at these stars, and I love that. Like, he's our bulldog. This is what I be telling people. Like, you can't get rid of your bark. Like everybody else, I mean, the bite. Everybody else a bark, but that's what we were missing. All that other tough shit B was doing with Dante, they would have been in that with Dante. You'd have had to deal with Julius.
Nah.
You'd have had to deal with Julius, and it would have been a problem. It would have been a problem because Julius ain't backing down. They call that bite, nigga. That's it.
Listen, hey, Paulie, I'm gonna say this to Philly fans, to all the 76ers fans. Joel Embiid is lucky there wasn't a 10-pound weight laying around somewhere, because Dante would have hit that nigga over the head with it.
They know the
Dante
story.
is a thug, bro. Dante is a thug.
It came out in their newspaper. They know the story.
Yeah, exactly.
They know.
Dante is a thug. You say, I don't give a damn what any Knicks fan tell me. We don't have no softies on our team, bro. We got some thugs on our team, low key.
Can you just imagine had we had Julius and then he would have caught Embiid on a switch on that bad knee? You know what that would have been?
Oh, yeah.
Over and 4. That's what it would have been.
He wouldn't be playing in Team USA.
It would have been over and 4. That's what it would have been. Yeah, it would have been over and 4. Done.
Oh, man. But anyway, y'all.
Talking about Julius, let's say it real quick. Y'all gotta stop talking shit about Julius. Like, he's old at this point. Y'all be doing too much, and we, as in Nixon-ish, we gonna call y'all out every time. We gonna call y'all out every time.
About to start taking names.
Word. It's to the point. It was like every single year, you know, he's in trade talk. Are we gonna trade him? Are we gonna trade him? Is he? If he doesn't extend him, we should go.
I know specifically we're talking about the Julius for Cat shit, right? Again, the shit that keeps reoccurring.
Just in general, it's just in general though. It's just in general, like, yo, how many times does this man have to stand in front of a fucking podcast and tell people, yo, I want to be a Knick. I want to be a Knick. I want to be a Knick. I want to retire a Knick. I want to help the Knicks win a championship.
They don't get it.
I want to be a Knick. And he's like, yo, this guy's like traveling all over the city. He lives in Manhattan. Like,
listen, we gotta
he's going to
council or something and get like a poll. sent out to all
Yo,
New Yorkers. And then once we get the results back, it's like, yo, that's it now. That's it.
yo, bro, it's the media, man. That's the
Any
media for
smart
you, bro.
fan is not trying or talking or entertaining that trade Randall. Like how good we were. How are we better without him? You don't know that. First and foremost,
Man.
you don't know that.
Especially you trade him for Cat, man. Like, you know
No
what
heart.
kind of money we taking on, and
Too much.
y'all complaining about people being soft. Like this man,
no heart. Exactly, bro.
yo, this man, y'all like Knicks fans complain like, yo, this guy don't got no heart. This guy don't got no heart. But yo, this man literally watched a player
The nigga got
yoke his
yoked up.
teammate up. He yoked his teammate up right by him. He ain't do nothing. He ain't yoke up Draymond Green. He ain't snuff Draymond Green. He ain't trying none of that.
And 3
He
years
said,
ago, Embiid 2, remember? Embiid 2 jumped on that nigga and put him on the fiend, laying on him, pause. Hey, nah, we don't need that here, man.
Listen, man.
Oh, he shoots a better 3. He can keep the 3. Fuck that shit.
To keep the 3. We got 3-point shooters. We don't need them. We don't need them.
Word.
We got 3-point shooters. We got shooters now.
We ain't that team no more. We ain't that team no
But
more.
you know what the thing is, though? You know what the thing is, though? This year, Julius Randle completely changed. He started attacking the basket, started attacking the basket like we've been asking for God knows how long. Passing more and attacking the basket.
He was passing way better out of the double team this year.
All I'm gonna say is that is from Jersey and he plays like he's from Jersey.
Yeah. Oh shit. I'm
just saying, like, because people always be like, oh, like whenever he comes plays at the Garden, like he's home. That he's not home. He ain't from New York. He's not home.
Nah, he's not from New York. Nah, you know.
And his game shows it. Like y'all said, he plays soft. Like, bro, this dude, you making 50, 60 million, but you sitting on a bench the whole fourth quarter because Nas Reed is taking your spot. Like,
for 40 million less.
Bro, Randall will probably have a bitch fit on the bench if he gets benched for his backup in a playoff game.
Yeah.
And he's not hurt or he's not saying
no. Like even in that Miami series, you know, he was not having that shit, hurting everything. He was like, nope, I'm playing.
Right.
I'm playing.
Bro, he wanted to play. That's why he didn't have surgery sooner. He wanted to play.
And as much as it hurt us, and it didn't hit me till after the season, you had to respect him. He stood on it. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give him my all.
Yeah.
He stood on it. You know what I'm saying? He stood on it. He stood on it. This year, I know the competitor in him probably wanted this. Nah, I'm good. I could do it and probably do the same. He probably learned, like, you know what? Let's go the safe route this year. Next year, the guys got it this year. We'll see what we can do. Right. And you add me next year. And we add Julius Randle to what we did last year. We're number 1 seed.
And just think about it. How many players would have
to the finals?
How many players would have just turned their back on us as a city after the thumbs down issue?
Oh man.
They'd have been like, pack me up, calling their agent, get me out of
here. Word.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, y'all fans gotta chill. Like, let's roll with this team. Let's see what we got. And if we gotta make a tweak, then we make a tweak. We still got time and we got money.
Yeah.
But that tweak ain't gonna be getting rid of Randall.
that's not.
And that's not
re-signed.
That's not a tweak.
He is, and he's taking less too.
Right.
So
you heard it here first.
I'm just over it, man. I stopped commenting. Niggas.
Yeah, man. I you know, it's you already see it, man. Thanks for clicks, man. Thanks for clicks. But anyway, y'all, we appreciate everybody that pulled up.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all. Shout out to T-Tom. He couldn't make it today, but next week, hopefully all is well and he'll be able to be here and talk some Knicks with us.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Salute to
Hopefully,
T.
Hopefully, Uncle Paulie's around next week and he'll be able to pull up as well.
Nah, I'm
And you
locked in.
already
I'm
know.
locked in, man. I'm locked in.
I bet. And you
I have
already
the
know the
itch, you know what I
rituals.
mean?
Mrs. Knicks, Big Kev. Salute to everybody. We appreciate y'all for
Salute.
pulling
Y'all
up.
have a good one.
Yeah, have a good night.
one.
Peace.
Later, y'all.
All right.
Peace.